Welcome folks, this is Wear and Tear, yet another YouTube outdoor and gear review channel. Today I want to show you a dangerous predator in the woods.
Lion in the woods, on the prowl, ready to pounce on me and attack me with its 250 calories.
Did survive the lion's attack. I want to talk about the topic that is, well, closer to my heart than to my stomach, and that's philosophy of nature, right? So out here in the woods, a lot of people get romantic feelings, like back to the nature, Rousseau type feelings. They think like being closer to nature is actually the way humans ought to live. And some of them have the vision that it would be good to live in the woods, maybe in a shack, maybe just live from collecting resources, hunter and gatherers, although some people would be skeptical of hunting because they don't want to harm animals. The animals only shall die of old age in the retirement home, but they shall not be hunted down and eaten. That's at least their opinion. I find that view of nature very incoherent. Now, this type of woods, this type of forest here is pretty. It's nice and relaxing to be out here, but survival here would be very hard if it wouldn't be for the McDonald's just half a mile from here downhill. But other than that, survival here would be hard, and it wouldn't be a very pleasant life. You would have to start, well, take down a lot of the trees, you would have to clear the underbrush, and you would have to start hunting, because you know what? The food here is very scarce. And I don't know if you could live and thrive on the greenery that you just find around. Maybe you can barely survive if you're really skilled and if you don't poison yourself. But you know, deers, they're experts in finding food, and you would become an expert in hunting down the deer. So in a way you eat the green plants, right? Only in the form of deers. So that would be my approach. Anyways, you would have to start change nature. You would have to actually start to build a living out here and actually start a civilization, and after many generations you would end up yet again at least with a village or a small town, and again you would have completely changed the landscape. You would have probably not only taken down the forest, you would have probably leveled the hill, and you would have built a traffic system and everything you would have done in order to ensure survival for your offspring and to make a better type of life possible. Because nature, in a way I see it, is not a garden. Like a garden is a highly artificial construct. In a garden you have only the plants that you like to the degree that you like it. It's aesthetically pleasing, it produces a surplus of food, it requires maintenance, but once it's going, it's a really pleasant and a very safe environment for you to live. This is a garden. Many people in Austria, they confuse their little gardens where they kill every snail and every type of plant that they don't like. Well, they confuse this with nature. They're going into nature, and in fact they're just entering a park or some garden-like arrangement. But that's not what nature is. Survival in nature is actually very hard. Now the question is, why is it very hard? Well, it's very hard to survive because it's all about energy. To actually be successful means, being successful in nature means that you are able to collect enough energy to do hard work, to do hunting, to do building, and actually, well, have an energy surplus and store some fat for bad times. I successfully did that, but thanks to the city down there, not because I'm up here in the woods. Up here in the woods I would probably starve pretty badly, so I wouldn't be very successful. I'm a city boy, okay? I don't have any particular survival skills besides buying a knife on Amazon. That's pretty much all it is, and that's better than some people can do. Now, some 2,000 years ago, some really tough people started settling down in the area where the Danube does the bend. Actually, there were probably way earlier settlements, but like at least in the 1st century the Romans came and fortified the area, started to systematically cultivate the area. It must have been a very, very different landscape back in the day. Well, I'm sure those very, very tough people, those tough settlers, they enjoyed nature, they enjoyed the beautiful vistas, they enjoyed the mountain range, the Alps, they enjoyed the hills, they enjoyed the Danube. The Danube must have looked way different back in the day, with side rivers and much wilder, full of fish. Must have been an amazing sight. I'm sure they enjoyed that. But while they enjoyed that, their focus was on how to survive, how to settle, how to locate resources, and how to make good use of the land. They did all that for us, and over generations a beautiful city developed, and the hard work and labor of many generations with many setbacks also. And this is where I'm standing here today, profiting from that civilization and thinking about philosophy of nature. Although I do appreciate nature, appreciate wildlife, I really enjoy all the aspects of it, I do not share or subscribe to the romantic view of nature that is so prevalent here in Europe or even in spoiled Western countries, because it's so easy that from your apartment or your house that is well heated, your fridge that is stacked with excellent food, it's so easy to call for back to nature and call for, oh, just simplify your life, without thinking about the implications of that. Because again, nature is not your garden. Yeah? Nature is not the park next to your home. Nature is just a really, really tough place. Even these woods, they're not left unattended by humans, so they're pretty safe, except of the trees that topple over constantly. So if you're here during a storm, you have a good chance of being injured, or worse. But besides that, this is a very well-maintained landscape. There's roads, there's all the infrastructure here. But you can already see, if you stay here overnight, stay out here for longer, you're slowly getting cold, and you need to think about food, you need to think about water, and you will realize that this forest doesn't offer a whole lot to you. Just with the right equipment and skills, barely enough to survive. But not enough to stay very happy for a very long time. So my point for today is enjoy nature, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the wonderful vistas, and well, enjoy your survival skills and everything, but don't think that this is a model for permanent living or for everyone to live, because that would be to neglect the accomplishments of human civilization over the last few millennia, the hard work of countless generations that we benefit from, and that does not only refer to the knives and flashlights we carry, but to many more things, including this video camera, I guess.